All right, here we go. The show was released for free. How important was it just to have it reach as many people as possible for your first record?
I guess I have to answer that. I guess very important. I mean, that's the obvious answer, but it really is. Like in this day and age, you know, times are hard. People aren't as willing to buy, CDs or products. So we just kind of have the mentality: if you're not going to buy it, you need to hear it at least. You know what I'm saying?
I think the cool part about it is that whenever a lot of people release mixtapes, a lot of people release EPs, very few release albums these days because when you think about the word album, it's a lot more serious, it's a lot more intricate, cohesive, things like that nature. So when we were in the process of building our first album, which wasn't even an album initially, we poured a lot of effort into it. And with that being said, your first album is always going to be your first album. With that being said, it's always going to be when people revert back to your first body of work, what you did. If it has to be your best. Now, like our first album to me is our best album. But the next album is going to be better, and it's kind of weird, man. I don't know how to word it. Really progressive. Yeah.
The thing with to answer your question a little more directly, you said about giving it for free. There's a way we approach rap. One, we're not rappers. They're not typical producers. We're all people first. And looking at it from a people perspective, and kind of having to, turn a blind eye to the business aspect. You have to realize that they don't know us. We didn't come in. We didn't have a cosign from some major artists. We didn't have someone usher us into the quote unquote game. So when you're doing that, how do you wipe your feet on the rug per se? How do you show that, hey, I'm here to add? How do you show that there's some humility? How do you show that you're willing to put effort and actually allow people to enjoy you easily? I mean, like Candlestick said, there's economic stresses right now. There's other ways to generate revenue. We have merchandise, and people have spent money with us before we even had the album, and we appreciate that. And this is like a way of showing us, hey, look, you guys supported us before we even had an album, as if we didn't have an album. We're going to give this out here and give you a chance. You can buy it if you want. If you want to support, it's on iTunes for you to purchase. If not, it's there for a free download, the same product. Because we appreciate people coming out to the shows, we appreciate the merchandise. So it's kind of like a give and take, and that's how we want it to be between ourselves and the music industry.
Cool. All right, and one more question. Your live show has been described as a party. Is it just as much as a concert experience? What can fans expect from a show, a Nice Guys show?
You expect some bloopers. No, I mean, with the live show, it's just like, it's like when I see a stage, and I think we all share the same sentiment, like when we see a stage, it's like a playground, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get on stage and we just have fun. Like, it's not like, it's no holding back, it's no trying to be cool. It's like, we're not cool anyway. So
if we end up looking cool, it is what it is.
Well, I'll speak for myself, I'm not cool. Yeah, we just kind of just have fun and just, we're friends, so we just kind of enjoy, kicking it on stage and, performing at the same time. So, just a big live show with, just kicking it. Just kicking it.
You can expect debauchery. Nah.
I mean,
I'm a frequent concert goer. I've seen many concerts, and some good, some bad. But one thing that I do see a lot is people on stage acting too cool, and that's one thing that I can say that these guys do not worry about. They really give you what you pay for. People pay $10, $20, or however much to get in the concert. You don't want. Yeah. You gotta treat it like that. This is their last show they're gonna go to. Yeah. So you can really expect everything. Like they're gonna give it their all.
And also, it's like a very intimate setting. Like, it's more personal. I don't know if y'all said that already, but that's another thing we pride ourselves on, is like, getting involved. You'll see Eve putting his arm around people in the crowd, and having them feel it, because people like to feel a part of something. So I think they really appreciate that.
And I guess to just expand on what everybody else was really talking about, like you said about just being too cool, I feel like if you want to, people could just listen to a CD if that's the case. If they want to go to a show and just see somebody just being overtly cool. like you said, our thing is that we like to sweat it out, you know, especially me because I'm bigger. Like you said, man, it's a lot. Like our shows are a lot of.
I forgot about the reverb.
It's a lot of jumping around. It's a lot of running around and stuff. You know, honestly, you know, the funny thing is, like,
he said that because he knew we were thinking it.
Like lyrically, lyrics are kind of almost like the least of our words on the show, on stage. You know, like we know he's gonna.
You gotta get the words right.
Get the words right, and then we're gonna do with the backups. But as far as everything else, the attention, like we the first to jump into the crowd, to the audience, and start rapping. So
we just want to go crazy, so everybody's gonna go crazy.
And then, you know, just to give you something like to really give you an idea of what it is a representation of our relationship with between ourselves on stage. Because a lot of times you can have too many people on stage, but they're just there to be there. But we all interact, and it adds. It's all electric, you know. But I want the show to be a representation of our relationship with our supporters and between ourselves as artists and friends. The first thing people see up there is that we get up there and smile. We're happy to see them. We smile at each other. We put our arms around, you know, because we actually are friends, and we're happy that we're doing what we love with the friends we love. And then you look into the crowd and you see people that you know. You see people that saw you start. You see people that listen to your music. You see people that you know have work tomorrow morning, but they're drinking, having a good time. You know, you see people that just had class earlier, and you want to make sure that you're giving them the energy that they can feel like, well, you know, if this was my last $20, I feel like it was well spent, and that I feel like, you know, it was worth it. I feel like, you know, whoever's not here may have missed something. And the last thing I'll say with the show, what you get is you get appreciation. It's not about people coming there to, you know, worship you. It's about kind of like appreciating the people that came to see you. And that's really what that's why we sweat. And that's why we have no problem. Yeah, make new fans. That's why, you know, we have no problem sweating, getting tired. Because if you're not doing that, I mean, how you really saying thank you for coming? You can say it, but you show.
Yeah, sure, exactly.
All right, awesome, guys.